Hello everyone, my name is Erin Burgard and I wrote my position paper to the US Congress on the topic of making desert cities livable. Greenhouse gases trap heat in the atmosphere, and the United States produced 14% of the global greenhouse gas emissions, despite it only having a little above 4% of the global population. The US also supports the greenhouse gas emissions of foreign countries by importing products that are made in industrial processes in these other countries, such as China and India especially. So, what can the US do to combat their greenhouse gas emissions? Well, to do that, we should take a look at the sources of the country's greenhouse gas emissions. And 30% of the greenhouse gas emissions are coming from transportation. Now, a quote from the EPA says that the majority of greenhouse gas emissions from transportation are carbon dioxide, CO2 emissions, resulting from the combustion of petroleum-based products like gasoline and diesel fuel in internal combustion engines. Now, there are already efforts in researching and developing initiatives for electric cars, but there aren't initiatives that are really pushing the usage of electric bikes, even though it is a great option for personal transportation. Now, a solution to climate change must take in all aspects of human life. A good solution will weave together economic considerations, public opinion, and scientific principles. And one study found that using an electric bike can decrease an individual's carbon dioxide emissions by 12%. So it is valuable to work on this, and therefore this position paper asks for a pilot study to be done in Phoenix, Arizona on the implementation and initiative to push for a increased use of electric bikes. Now, along with promoting e-bikes, a multifaceted approach will be taken to come up with a holistic solution. An e-bike can be created for about $500 and sold on the market. However, $500 is not a reasonable price to ask someone who is living in an impoverished community who's especially affected by climate change to pay to transport themselves by a climate-friendly process or manner. So, something we can do to work on that economic consideration is offer a buy one, give one deal and cater our advertisement primarily towards people who can afford paying $1,000 for an electric bike, and that comes with they get a bike and a bike is given to someone in an underserved community. So that is a buy one, give one deal. And something else that this initiative will aim to do is promote education. Now, promoting education is a human-centered design solution. And to implement this within the realm of buying an e-bike, it could come along the lines of, well, if you want to buy an e-bike but you can't purchase it at $500, you can come in and either to an office or an online program and get trained on education modules on greenhouse gases, on decarbonization, on electric bikes, how electricity flows through the bike, and therefore encourage the education of these people and of the public, and allow them to get a discount on the price. Now, some drawbacks to this e-bike initiative is that to use an e-bike for transportation, it won't work for families, and it has age and health limitations. It's also suggested that this initiative applies the profits towards mitigating urban heat island effect by either working on policy for building material code or for increasing tree canopy. Now, the public will support and engage in this initiative due to their involvement in the education and connecting different statuses of wealth. It's important for the e-bike initiative to grow and evolve as the community adopts it and continue to expand to serve more desert communities. Thank you.